its problems as opportunities to learn. Hello.
Good morning, fam. How are you guys doing? Can you guys hear me okay? Put on big and grateful. Father, thank you for yet another opportunity to be live. Thank you for soundness of mind, for interest in heart. Thank you for the opportunity to receive value and give. Thank you for the opportunity to have a reflection of your truth in me. I declare today that our hearts and our minds are open to learn, to grow, being every action that we take today. In Jesus' name. Amen. What's today? Guys, what do you think today is? Like most morning, I actually didn't like most morning, I actually didn't feel like coming on the session. And I always ask myself, aside the fact that I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to earn money today again, well, what should I do? How many of you earned money yesterday? Made money yesterday? How many of you have been making money since Monday? Okay, how many of you have not been making money since Monday? So I'm going to do something quite maybe, different this morning because I'm asking, there are a couple of questions I asked myself. I don't want to mistake movement for progress. I always say that. So at the end of the day, I need to do something about movement and I also need to do something about progress. And there is somehow I'm going to do it. Today is reboot day. Today is learning day. Today is reflection day. Okay. A lot is happening. A lot will happen. What will happen to you? Okay. So I have a question in mind. What are you going to fail in today? There are some questions that reset you, get you curious. What are you going to fail in today? You may not answer that question today, but just write that down. That's a question I have in mind. Then how am I going to help you grow? So I need you guys to write this question down. So we're going to take them in order. Okay, what are you going to fail in today? How am I going to help you grow? Then there is a sub one. Are you learning? So which should I start with? Okay, are you learning and earning? So yeah. Which do you think I should start with? Constructive questions is going to help us reflect on movement and product progress. The difference between moving and making progress, they lie in this session. Just reflecting on this session. Then I'm also gonna is the review session. So I want to put myself in a position to be reviewed. Okay, there's something about feedback. How many of you know that growth comes from feedback? Every experiences reflect, every actions reflect an experience, and every experience, okay, if there can be constructive feedback, there will be growth if there is true intention. So I know I have true intentions, but I also need feedback. So I'm going to also give you guys an opportunity to give me feedback in this session. So the later part of this call is when we're going to give ourselves market insights to learn, to trade, okay? That will happen. It always happens, like I said. It's going to happen, but let's take a deep, so Fridays are normally review, okay, but because I'm not going to be doing a review session today with, I normally do review session with my personal, my core circle. Um, but because we're having HFX reboot, it's going to happen. I'm looking at between 8 or 9. I actually still want to ask that. Okay, which time is going to be preferred? Because I want people, 9 people would have been back from work, settling. Those in the US would have probably been they would have, I think they have time to have prepared for it. So I was going to ask about that too, okay? Because it's happening today, but I didn't put a time. Okay, and just so I want to be able to know what's the best time. So we're going to, Blessed, please remind me that I want to ask this question. So let's get into it. Say 9 p.m. Please, someone is already. I did not ask you the time yet. All right, good. So, and you better be ready for me, or you're going to find yourself leaving the session because it's going to get tough. Okay. So today is for those tough people, tough-minded people. So everything. What are the 3 things? I said write it down. You guys didn't write it down. I forgot already. What are they? I said 3 things. No, I won't repeat. So those are, don't worry, you are. Those of you who were here, what are the 3 things I said? 3 questions. Yes, what am I going to fail in today? Okay. What's the second one? Yeah, how am I going to help you grow? What's the third one? Are we learning or earning? Beautiful, big team. Thank you. Okay. So what are you going to fail in today? What, how am I going to help you grow? Being in this environment, there is a vision for the environment. This is not, I'm not just building a community, I'm building a community of relationship. It means without relationship, there is no excessive vision. Okay, some people just gather people. I'm not gathering people just to, I'm not just doing an activity. This is a this is a community that has a vision and a foundation. And it will, I will put all of the energy towards that vision. So it's not about the numbers for me, it's about pure growth, real growth. Okay, so when you're here, there's an expectation that you should have. You want to learn. Okay, so that's why I'm asking. Are you learning and learning? That's why there's a question. There's a portion for that. All right. Then how am I going to help you achieve learning and earning? Okay. Then the question that is you, what are you failing in today? What are you going to fail in today? So which should I start with? Pick anyone. None of them is going to be comfortable, I promise you. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be picking, I'm just going to call some of you and I'm going to have a conversation around that. Is that okay? You don't have to tell me yes. I don't need your consent. It's what I'm going to do. So which of them do you think I should start with? Or which of them piques your curiosity? Why we can re-ask this? Which of them piques your curiosity the most? I shouldn't do that. Let me just give it to you. Which of them do you? Everyone, type on the chat. It's a practical session. Okay, it's a practical session. It's a session. This is not a mirror. This is a session. Some sessions are mirror. Just come, call trades. You get, some of you're so comfortable in isolation, and it's not really a good thing. Trust me. Okay, what are you going to fail in today? Why are you, okay, good. What am I going to fail at today? Good. Okay, you guys won that. All right. All right, good. Okay, good. Why are you asking this question? Okay, so you guys are set. All right. So I'm going to pick it in no order. Okay. Let's start with Otunla Abidin. Then after that, I'm gonna have Fuja. Just okay. I think I did not give permission for Mike. So just tell me what you think the question is and what you think your answer is. No, no, what your answer is, not think. What you think the question is and what your answer is. Do you understand the question? That is Otunla. I said Otunla. Did I call it? I called the name well, right? Now some of you are going to jump out of this session, right? I kid you not. Some of you will jump out. You feel like jumping out. By the time I even start talking to the press. Okay. Uh Abidin, you there? Oh, Abidin, you've been typing. You can unmute yourself. I want to speak to you. You didn't know the question, but you typed it. Okay, what do you think? Okay, you don't know what the question is. Okay, Fuja. Okay. And you guys are scared, right? But you never learn if you don't know. Okay. Otunla Abidin, thank you for coming on. So what do you
Good
think?
morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine.
All right. So what are you going to fail in today?
I feel good and to be a team with you, sir.
All right. So the question is, what are you going to fail? Fail. F-A-I-L, not feel. What are you going to fail in today? You have no idea, right?
Yeah.
All right. How am I going to help you grow?
I want you to help me to grow my knowledge to this trading to be successful in life, because I can't be searching everywhere in social media like this. Because I want to learn and help.
Okay. How are you going to grow?
I want to grow on learning.
How are you going to grow? Do you know how you are going to grow?
No.
But you want to grow.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Fuja, I need everybody to pay attention. I told you it's going to get tough. Fuja Adebukola.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. So,
Um,
what are you going to fail in today?
I don't think I'm going to fail in anything today except having unrealistic expectations.
Okay, you don't think you're going to fail in anything today? You don't think you're going to fail in anything today, right?
I don't think so, sir.
Okay. Would you like to fail in anything today?
Would I like to fail in anything today? Please, can you expatiate?
So I need you guys to take this as a feedback question. I'm getting to know how you think. I'm getting to know what you're doing, what you're prepared for. These questions kind of incite activity without you knowing it. Okay. See, success is perspective. And sometimes it's okay for me to know what's your perspective and what's my perspective. That's why I'm doing this. Is a reflective session. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I'm asking you this question. Your brain, you're knowing it. So if I say anything about it, you're gonna grasp, you're gonna understand it. So this is kind of like something that resets consciousness. Okay, so and failure is one thing a lot of people don't understand. That's why I'm using the word failure. What are you going to fail in today? All right. And you said you're not going to fail in anything today. You don't want to fail in anything today. Right?
I am good. Okay, can I come in, sir?
Yeah, you're already in.
Okay. I think the only thing I'm going to fail in today is not earning today.
Not earning today.
Yes.
Okay, you think that's the only thing you're gonna fail in today?
Probably for now. I think that's the only thing I'm going to.
That's a good one. That's a good one. It's sharp. Okay, so I would have asked you this question, but I don't want to throw. Okay, let me just maybe by time, let me ask two people, but that's a good one. All right. You think means that's an insight. I get it. Bisola, thank you. I'm coming to that. You almost made
Okay.
me feel why I'm asking the question, but I don't want that. I just want to ask. Okay, no, hold on. Okay, hold on. All right.
Okay.
How am I going to help you grow?
By following your instructions. Yeah.
No, I didn't say how you want to grow. How
How
am
are you
I?
going? How are you going to help me grow?
Yeah.
Hmm. How is you going to help me grow? But keep doing what you're doing, sir.
I should keep
By
doing what I'm doing.
yes, by coming up, showing up, taking us along on the journey, and so on.
Okay. So how are you going to grow? Which you are already saying.
By following your instructions, showing up anytime, any day, anywhere.
Okay. So are you following my instructions?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Thank you. Bisola, don't feel like running away. Did Bisola run away? You run? Oh, Bisola didn't run. Okay, she's here. Mina,
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
good morning, Bisola. How you doing?
I'm fine.
You were in G4, right? Or you are in G4, right?
Yeah.
There's one Mina I used to see in my session. You still there?
Yes.
Okay, okay. All right. You are the one there, right? So, how are you gonna feel today? I know this
Probably,
question got every one of you curious, all right? But at the same time, I want you guys to figure out something. That's why I'm asking it. It's going to be exciting when you truly just figure it out. All right. So,
probably on my psychological aspect, fighting this urge to, leave a trade early or enter a trade or not. That, I think.
okay, so you're going to feel in your psychology today, your psychology discipline. I'm trying to understand what you
Yeah, this the fear of missing out, that FOMO stuff, and I thought possibly I've been fighting that. I guess I might feel like that today.
you will lose the fight today again.
I pray I lose the fight today.
You pray you lose the fight.
Fear of missing out. I mean,
Well, you lose the
the
fight or win the fight.
okay. I pray I win the fight against.
So I got you. No problem. How am I going to help you grow? How do you think I can help you grow?
Well, to be honest, how will I put it? Um, you're showing up. Really, it's really inspiring. It has been amazing, and I just want you to please keep it up for us. And
So you just want me to show up?
yes, sir.
Okay, you didn't tell me what I will be doing showing up. But I get it. Okay, so how are you going to grow?
Okay. Um, I, by oof, I don't know.
That's true. You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, I like that. That's beautiful. Who feel like you want to answer me? You got something for my answer? Raise your hand. Jasmine. All right. Jasmine, come on. I like that. I like that.
Good
I'm
morning,
learning
sir.
about what's happening is right now. I'm learning about you in a way I can help you. Okay, but you don't know that that's what this question is about. So if you feel like, oh, you want to run away, you are really the reason I'm doing this session. So Jasmine, okay, in the same
Good
line,
morning, sir.
do you have
Good morning, sir.
anything you've planned on failing on today?
Yeah, yeah.
What's that?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. All right. I think I want to fail at trading with greed and kind of trading revengeful, something like that.
Okay, you want to fail at trading with risk?
With greed. I mean greed.
Okay, greed. Okay.
Yeah,
You want to fail at trading with greed.
yeah.
Constructive. Okay. I like that.
And the revengeful trade.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's just that for that
Just
question.
basically. Okay, good. So how am I going to help you
Okay,
grow in that area?
okay. You can help me grow in that aspect by imparting your wisdom and your knowledge, like imparting your wisdom and knowledge on me,
Okay.
like sharing what you know to me, just like that.
Okay. How are you going to grow in that area?
Okay. I think I can grow in that area by following your instructions and being consistent also.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
Jasmine, where are you joining from?
From Delta State.
From Delta State. Okay. So if I call you and I ask you a question, please tell me where you're joining from. Okay, because this is a reflective session. Okay, I may not talk to everyone, but the few people I'm going to talk to, I'm going to note. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Ronald,
Thank you, sir.
go ahead.
Yeah, morning, Mr. Cambridge.
Good morning, Ronald. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, man. I'm joining from Jamaica.
Yeah, it's quite early over there, right?
Quite early, yeah. It's now to 4
No,
a.m.
okay. Your voice is low.
Can you hear me now?
Speak, let me.
Hearing me now?
Okay, I can barely, but just try. But it's low, actually.
Still low?
Still low, yeah.
Hold up. Is it better now?
I can manage.
Oh, yeah. Again, morning. Again.
Morning.
Yeah. Uh, what I think I'm going to fail in today, um, in the market, right? I realize that I fail a lot with my stop loss. But the more I apply myself in back testing, I realize that I'm getting it correct, right? So that's the one of the things I know I might fall short on today, right?
Mm.
You hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how you can help me grow is by continue to give me your knowledge and I will continue to apply myself. For
Mm.
example, you you gave us a task and back testing goal 50 times.
Yeah.
I also
Well, you're
apply
saying
it.
that here right now, some people will begin to ask, Henry, why did he? But continue. Nobody should ask.
Yeah, I took it up on myself to back test SP 500 yesterday 50 times, working on the stop loss, and I realized that SP 500 snipe better than gold in some sense. I get a higher win rate. So I realized that I just need to follow your instruction and apply myself and stay committed, right? So that's how you can help me, and that's how I will grow.
All right. Okay. Okay. So because of time, I want you guys to come into a consciousness that failure and success is one color with two shades. So when I asked you the question, what are you going to fail in today? Is also asking you the question, what are you going to succeed in today? But what is most reflective is not your thinking about it. It's what you have already set in motion. Many of you don't know what you will succeed in today. So you don't know what you're going to fail in today. Because if there is something you don't have that you're trying to achieve and you set a mind to want to achieve that thing, all right, that is also something you are going to fail in probably today. And the truth is, if you set your mind to achieve something, you should expect failure. Failure is finding out one more way not to do something. So many of you don't know how to apply proper risk management. Many of you don't know how to apply proper your trading strategy. There's a different variation. But guess what? You pick a variation you're probably going to fail in and find a way to actually do better. All right. But you never set that as a goal. So you don't have something you're going to fail in today, which means you don't have something you're going to succeed in today. How you do anything is how you do everything. How you are today is what you reflect tomorrow. Perspective is key. You know, there are certain things you guys are doing, you are not doing. It's simply because you do not know. And now I'm summing up the knowledge. I'm asking myself, the truth is, I reflect on you guys in ways you guys don't understand. Okay, because I'm building something. There's something I'm building a community of relationship, not a community of showing up, people just showing up, learning and expecting and taking and taking and taking and really they're not growing. Okay, I want to be able to affect the way you learn. Okay. And the way you learn is I have to be able to shift your perspective of learning. Because the truth is, what makes me different as a student in this environment is the way I learned. There was a perspective to what I see learning to be, knowledge to be. So not until that is right, trust me, I'm already helping you grow, but that doesn't mean you will grow. I'm doing more than enough to help you grow, but many of you are not growing. Many of you will not grow. In fact, a majority, probably 90% of you won't grow. And now that's not because it's a course. That's because that is the narrative based on the foundation of perspective. People are not tilted towards knowing how to learn, but rather what to learn. because people are more focused on result rather than process. And that is why people don't get result. Even if they get it, they lose it. Because why? Process brings retention. Are we together? Okay, so my goal is to be able to build you into a process of learning. And that comes with some certain responsibility, which is really, really giving me early money pressure, late nights wondering, am I keyed up for this? Am I really ready for this? I'm asking myself this question. Am I ready for you guys? I want this, but am I really ready for the responsibilities you guys are giving me right now? I want it, but am I really ready for it? That's why I said it's gonna be a 2N. Okay, what am I gonna fail in today? Now imagine I said I want to reach out to 100 people. See, I have a goal with this community right now. Okay, I know I was gonna fail at 1,000. I said I was gonna launch this community at 1,000. I want to launch. That was the goal. I was failing, but I set it knowing that I was going to pursue it. So even if I failed at it, I know that I set a goal in the direction of where I want to be. So just because I don't like failure doesn't mean I won't set the goals that will push me. But I succeeded at something. All right. I moved from 200 to 400. I didn't get to 1,000. So I failed at the number, but I grew. True or true? Are you guys getting the picture? All right. When you set your mind to something, there's always the presence of failure. Can I do it? Many of you don't do things because you're scared to fail. But failure reflects growth. All right. What you will fail in is what grows you. That thing you're scared of is who you are to be. Okay. So everything that is making you scared of it right now, or you're not looking in that direction. So write this down. Poverty is possessive. Success isn't. Wealth isn't. There are certain things you won't do. Because the thing that is causing you not to do it is possessive. But you see, wealth, it's Libra. It's Libra. That's why people can get rich and become poor. But sometimes, the moment you become poor, it's hard to get rich because poverty is possessive. You guys, you understand what I just said? So you need to check your attitude. Okay, am I acting as if I'm being possessed? So that is a train of thought I wanted you guys to know this morning. When you're sure, are you learning? So the last question is, are you learning or earning? Okay, many of you are going to say yes, but what is learning? Learning is application. Learning is following instruction. Learning is documentation. Learning is accountable. There is no learning without accountability. There's no learning without application. Okay, receiving is not learning. Result is not learning. When you win, you don't learn. And winning is not a proof of knowledge. So many of you, you're feeding your result table, but you're not feeding your process table. So I wish I could go deep in that, but I think I'll stop, because if I do that, that's another energy I'm going to. You would earn when you learn. You would learn when you grow. Okay? This is a unit, it's a family. We're here together right now. My interest is that I want to help you learn and grow. Okay? Then when you do that, you're going to earn a lot, because why? You can leverage earning. But this is something I got myself asking. All right? This is another, before you guys reflect me right now, now you give me feedback, I want to say this. Many of you said you want me to show up. True. You always want me to show up, right? It means you love the value that I'm bringing. You want me to help the process of your growth. All right? Yeah, no, yeah. It's a question. Will I be able to help you if I don't grow? Do you think it's a question? Or will I be able to keep helping you if I am not growing? Perspective is everything. One of the things I told myself, all right, in this new journey is, yes, there's an emotion that comes with expectation, which I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help that emotions. It's draining. I almost didn't feel like coming in this session, but I told myself, I have a goal. Focus on the goal, leave the emotions. So I'm finding new perspective to drive my emotions in a positive way. Okay, despite the fact that it doesn't feel positive, I am not going to be able to do this if I am not growing. I want to do this, but I won't be able to do this if I'm not growing. And you want me to do this, but you are not growing. So the future is, this is limited. All right. This is something you guys don't like to hear. Imagine I show up this morning and I give you guys a different timetable for next week. I'm only going to come next week once, and that's Wednesday. I'm going to focus more on the people that I feel I can tell and I grow with. But for those who want to receive, I could send signals, just show up maybe once in a week. And that is how it's going to be from next week. How do you guys feel? Because I want to be able to manage my energy and also achieve my results. Are you guys excited about that? Are you grateful about that? Hmm? Talk to me. It's feedback right now. It's okay, right? That's okay. Cambry, we care about you. Manage your energy. If you show up once, we're very, very okay. Don't be confused. I just need your honest answer. Hmm? So this week we came 5 days of the week. Last week, I think we did about 4 days. Okay. So if it is that way, it's going to also be valuable, but does it have to be that way? Hmm? It doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't. I wish it's not that, because the truth is, I want to really do this. But I've also said there is a clause, because this is a relationship. It's not just a community of movement. Okay. So you guys have that at least a major aspect of you. Everybody's not going to buy into what I'm doing. Everybody does not have to believe. Some people are just joining because they see an ad. Some people are just joining because they want to get something, and that can never change. Okay. But that wouldn't affect the fact that this vision, this group has to grow, and there is a giving and a growth receiving. Okay. So if I am not going to tell you to pay for this, what do I want? I just want us to grow in receiving. I want to be able to, the format is free, but the goal is rich. I'll say that again. The format is free, but the goal is rich. Is that clear? Or you guys don't understand? I can change the format and I'll still get rich. But I felt, this is what I thought. Maybe I'm deceiving myself, or maybe I'm not understanding reality. And maybe I'm refusing to accept that reality. Okay. I believe that if people can experience, they would believe more. But there's a challenge with experience when it is paid. So now I'm saying, okay, team, I want to build a team of people who can help other people experience to believe. Is it bad to ask? Is it bad to have that? I'm just thinking. What do you guys think about that? So this is where, give me a feedback. What's bad about this? Is that approach bad? Is it better, or what's wrong about it? So that's my approach. Because people ask me, people are curious, Kenry, what are you doing? Where are you going? Yeah, I'm doing something right now. And this is it. I just shared it with you. I want to grow. If I'm not growing, I'm going to change the approach. Okay. So it's an experiment for me. I believe in it. It could work. But if it doesn't work, I'll change. So now we are in it together. What do you think about the approach? Because most of you don't know how to build relationship, or you feel scared of getting involved in relationship. And many of you don't understand, those you learn from, you don't understand your relationship with them, because they don't put themselves in a position to have relationship with you. That is what I am doing. And many of you are not used to it. And it's okay by me, but the only way I can make you understand is by communication. Does that make sense? So you show up, you don't just learn, you know me, you know what I want. I understand what you want. I'll find ways to do it. It's like there's a relationship. Like I've known something about some of you this morning. And with the little thing I've shared, some of you have gained perspective of how to shift the way you think about failure, just by me asking for you to tell. It's not just a come and learn session. There's a come and know session. You know some certain things for you to learn them. Okay, so I know it's difficult. People, I know it's difficult, but I want to try. I not just try, I want to do it. But I know that I've understood that I cannot do this if I don't make it a relationship, if I don't make it a two-way thing. Okay? So what do you guys think? Honest feedback. I have thought in mind. Okay, this thing is going to be achieved. It may just be slow, it may take time, all right, but it's going to be achieved. But I have a thought in mind of ways to go about this. Okay, I believe over the next 3 months, there's something that I'm working on. I don't want to say it right now. Maybe after the launch, I'll say it. Okay, but I don't just want movement. Okay, I want activity, energy. Write this down. Wealth is an energy. You step into a room of wealthy people, you will not feel the same energy that you've been feeling. Something happens to you when you step into an environment of rich people. How many of you have noticed this? They don't have to talk. When you step into the environment of a rich person or rich association, you feel like a type of energy that makes you feel uncomfortable or extremely excited. And guess what? Successful people or rich people sense energy. And might I be honest with you, when I show up, I log into this group, it lacks the energy of success. And that bothers me a lot. That's a honest feedback I just gave to you guys. And I'm thinking I want to do something about it, but the more I'm doing it, I'm getting the force of repelling energy. That begs the question. But I don't know if I should ask the question. Do you think I can do anything about it? I want to, but do you guys want me to do anything about it? Before we get into trading. There is a way I can do something about it. I may not change the overall energy, but I can initiate the energy that would lead. See, it doesn't have to be momentous, or it comes once. So I'll give you guys a clue. Activity bridges or brings about certain energy, certain activity, certain agreement, an activity towards a goal brings certain energy. If I make a decision today that I want to go a certain direction, and 10 of you make that decision that you want to go a certain direction, you can hold on as an agreement. It breeds a success energy. If you could replicate and hold on to that over a period of time, something is going to change the environment. Okay. That's why I told you guys 3 things that are very powerful when you join a session. 3 things. I've understood the clues to life. Okay. Presence, accountability, and communication. That is an energy. If everybody can hold on to that energy, something is going to change in the group. There's so much individualism in this group, and it shocks me. Presence, accountability, and communication. How many of you took the trade yesterday? How many of you communicated in the group? Yes, I was happy. There was a session where I just saw, when I woke up this morning, I saw, do you know what I felt? Communicated. Okay. So I believe some people took, but they didn't communicate. And now some people communicated, but some people were not excited. You didn't take the trade, but you saw someone win. Presence. Wow. I missed it, but that was a beautiful trade. Wow, you guys cleared the trade. Communication. See, you don't understand. You can drive out an energy that is a cancer to you by just participating in an agreement. What you want to have, celebrate it. You may not be winning today, but if you see someone winning where there is a process involved and you have not really aligned with the process, celebrate the person who has aligned. Guess what? You are going to be celebrated. The energy of giving produces receiving. Okay. You don't give because you have because you give. It's a law. Many people don't understand how it starts. The reason many of you don't have some certain things is because you have repelled giving them. You think if I have it, I will give. That is why people think if I have success, I will show people this opportunity. It's a mindset. It's the same mindset people have. If I have, I'm going to give. No, if you give, you're going to have. The reason you don't have is because you're not giving. So if you learn to give, all right, you're going to begin to experience having, and it's just going to multiply. The water doesn't create the tap produces the water. Did you guys get it? If I become the water, I will get the tap. The tap is what produces the water. If God is going to channel water into your life, you need a tap. The water does not produce the tap. Are you guys getting something from here right now? This is me feedback. You guys are not, I asked you guys to give me feedback. Nobody's telling me. So let me quiet for like 3 minutes and wait for you guys to. Honest feedback on what I just shared. before we get into trading, today's Friday, today's review. Okay, so I've given you guys honest feedback. I've been able to add a little bit of value to us, to consciousness and perspective. What feedback do you guys have for me in relation to what I'm doing? Maybe 1 minute, 3 minutes is too long. How communication is poor. Okay, in what area? Communication from me? I said review me, you're reviewing yourself. Okay, regarding to what I have said, is this something like my plan, my format? Will it work? What has to be done? So I have a code of relationship. Anytime, anytime. That's why I know what to tell you, but sometimes I don't tell you what to do because some of you, I'm trying to put it the right way. It looks selfish for me to tell you what to do. That is why I make it more of a relationship. And the same code of relationship that I build in my life, the same way I build in my both internal and external. Okay. I don't like to tell people what to do. I make them understand why they should do it. And if they do it, it's their decision. Like you are a product of your decision. Instructions can inspire your decision, but your product is your decision. So the decision has to be yours. That's why, Kendra, what do you mean? Many of you, you've done things that people instructed you to do, but weren't your decision and you never had the change. True or true? You followed people's instruction, but you never got the result of the instructions because why? It wasn't your decision. You did not understand the instruction. You made the decision. That's why you join companies because I want you guys to, as a trader, if I teach you I give you 4 approaches to trading. The reason I'm giving you 4 is so that you can understand the concept of market structure, while you understand leveraging strategies around price action, technical. Do you know why I'm doing that? Because I want you to understand what moves, what will make your decision as a trader. Let it be yours. Okay. And I don't just want to teach you without an approach to results. So even when I did the market structure, I'm going to do it again anyway. Trading approach, I gave a strategy to trading approach. So you can apply yourself and experience where am I in these 4 things? If you experience it, you're going to make a decision out of your experience. That is how I want to teach you. I don't just want to tell you, I'm a sniper, snipe. Even if it's giving me a result, that doesn't mean you can have that result and retain it. It has to be your decision. That is when if I teach you sniping right now, I'm going to tell you variation so that you apply yourself, even if you become a sniper trader. I think differently because I've been a victim of following. I've been a victim of respect. I respect people and because of respect, you listen without understanding. which is not a bad thing, but over time I've learned from the experience. I don't want you to just listen to me. I want you to understand why you should listen to me. Does this make sense? Okay. Some people just want to be told what to do, but they don't understand why they should do what they are told. So it's a lot of stress and burden for me to go this way. It's easier. That's why people create systems so that they don't have to apply this burden. Something needs to change in the way people do things. A new educational reform has to start. It starts somewhere. Am I too small to think we can do it? That's all I ask. Okay? That's all I ask, actually. And I'm going to keep trying my best. All right? So I can tell you, that's why I teach you about growth, why you should grow. That's why I think I really think, because I can tell you how is this community grow. It's a practical thing. It's so practical. Like, it's insanely practical. Okay? Every one of you right now have access to invite 5 people today. Like, you don't even need to send. Like, it's a simple, hey, friend, have you been involved in trading? I have a group that you can experience trading a different way. If you like, I'll send it to you. You do that to 100 people today. 20 people are going to be in this group today. And you do that tomorrow, it's going to be in this group. Someone's going to say, I don't have people. Guess what? You meet people in your social media experience. All right. You go into social experience. Some of you are in groups. Some of you are in places. And all you just have to do is your status. All you just have to do is your message. Someone is talking to you. There is nobody in this time, all right, in your world that does not have a likeness or an affiliation to trading. And all you just need to do is a hearty message. How's trading in 2026? What's your trading journey? Okay. I have a group that this is what they are doing, and it's free. Best experience I've experienced over time. I can share with you. Intentionally, if you do that as if your life depends on it, you will learn a new skill. You find out that there will be result. You find out that there will be repelling. People will repel you. People will ask you questions you never prepared for. And guess what? You would begin to learn how to grow. Even in the midst, if you're intentional, you would learn something. That is why I don't want to tell you this is what you should do. If you know why you should do it, you strategize and plan how you should do it. When that happens, I get the right result. But if I tell you to do it, I don't get the right result. Because why? You will be doing it for me. And that is not what I want. Don't do it for me. You don't have to do it for me. Okay? Do it because you know you need it. That's why I'm not telling you. How do you know you need it? Do you guys know you need it now? Because if you do not do it, you probably won't see me next week. So now you have to do it because there is now a need for it. Am I correct? But that wasn't even supposed to be. That is now compelling. You now have a compelling need, but there was a need for understanding. There is a need for just understanding that we have to grow, having a growth mindset. I come into anything, I want the thing to grow even before I get something from the thing. It's a mindset. And guess what? I get the best more than people who come to take from that thing. It's a mindset. I've always gotten the best from every environment. Do you know that I'm getting the best from you right now? You think you're offering me something, but by you, I grow because why? I have the right mindset towards you. Am I making sense? I grow. There are certain things that I've learned that I wouldn't have learned if I don't have the right mindset to it. If I don't think about what you need, I grow. Knowledge comes to me that I wouldn't have gained if I'm just about myself, what I want to get. Okay. So this is going to be a ball on your court. All right. Practically, what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to select a team of people who are going to be intentional, and I'll work with differently in the direction of, because I feel a need to build up the consciousness of growth. And when there is no structure, there is no result. Every result should land on a structure. So as much as that I teach growth in a generic way, I'll practically build a structure. I don't want to do it with the whole team right now. That's one of the things I made a resolution this morning is, okay, maybe I'm feeding too many value to people who don't need the direction of that value. So I have to select. So that's part of the things I'm going to do. Okay, over the course of February, I'm going to select. I'm going to request a couple of individuals I'll build the journey of growth on. All right, so that we can, even if I shift format, these people will be part of the shift, and we can start the journey of doing this. Any questions so far? I want to get into the market. All right. What's yes received? So let's get into the market. Are you earning? Are you earning? Are you earning? Do you know why many of you are not earning? Wow. Gold blasted yesterday. So what happened in gold yesterday? There was first a sell before the buy for the short term. All right. There was first a sell before the buy. I sold gold first before I bought gold. Okay. This is you. This was a sell. Okay. So this was yesterday. Okay. So this is why I said if the market breaks here, as long as it's in the London session, it's going to sell. Though this was a very fast one, but it was good. So I sold this and immediately, all right, the market repelled. So that this was a week of week. Okay, the week. So the market went back, took me out, and guess what? I had the opportunity to get in again. And that's what I said yesterday. Okay, it's either the market is going to break and sell, distribute, or break and distribute to what? The previous day high or the previous day low. Guess what? It played the previous day high, invalidated the previous day low. That's what market did yesterday. Okay, so that was the experience of yesterday. So if you took the buy, good for you. I took the buy and I took the sell and I took the buy. Does that make sense? I mean, if you took the sell first. Because it's okay to just celebrate those who win. There is a process. Okay? There's a process. You broke even on the sell. That's not my instruction. You cannot break even on a sell. The sell didn't happen far immediately. So this was the sell, the break, except you took it from inside this place, which was not my idea. Or except you took this sell, snipe. Okay. That's on the raw. That's fine. Okay. So S&P 500 happened as well. S&P 500 happened, and did it do one-to-one? It happened, okay, and it moved. So what I did was the moment this one came back, this is now a price action trade, like I said here, S&P 500, okay? There's S&P 500. I didn't do it here. So part of my instruction, I said it was going to be your risk. If you took the market here, this was going to be your risk. But the moment the market came back to retest, again, closes above, you can actually now modify the risk. Okay, but even if you read this out, this was almost one-to-one. All right, I actually got out of the market. Okay, the trade got out of my first entry because I actually used this risk. I used this risk and got one-to-one. All right, and that was quick. That was quick. It was actually quick. But the market is then, if you took S&P 500, you still probably be locked in it right now. Today, it has sniped. S&P 500 has sniped for today. So, did any one of you take S&P 500 yesterday? What was your experience in trading? You're still in it or you lost? Okay. Just asking for feedback. What else did we do yesterday? GBP USD. Quite an amazing one, right? So I gave you guys GBP USD. Okay. How many of you are crushing GBP USD right now? At least that was a buy stop, which means everybody should experience the trade. At some point, I felt bad that, wow. Some of you testify, some of you don't. You keep it to yourself because I don't know. Okay, good. So it sniped yesterday. So this was, it first came down, but that's why I'm always telling you structure is good. Okay, I said if it breaks above, all right, this was a break above the area, but that moved, okay, and it played out well. Quite a good trade, quite a good trade. And I said I'm going to sell, breaks below, and it didn't. So I wasn't moved. Okay. So what else did we look at? What else did we look at? I didn't look at any other thing, right? So what am I going to look at today now? So I think GU is still going to go up. Like I said, the 4 hour, anytime a 4 hour prepares, trust me, okay? If market breaks above this right now, it's gonna expand to this area. So I think GU is gonna be a continuation. Let me see. What is the previous day high? So okay, I think it's almost at the previous day high. So I won't take a buy. Okay, I won't take a buy for a snipe because it's almost at the previous. This line is a previous day high, and that is actually the target for my. Okay, I'm still in GU. Let me see what I would do in GU right now. So I closed one yesterday. My swing is still on. Okay, so you guys can move your stop loss below. If you are in G, you can move your stop loss to this low. If it breaks this, it's sure gonna come down. Okay, so you can move your stop loss. If you still want to stay in the trade, today is Friday. You can actually grab what you can. All right, but if it breaks above this area, I think it's gonna continue on the journey to these levels. All right, so that's what I'm going to do in GU, wait for market to break above. So there is an opportunity for price action on GU for a continuation. So this is not snipe right now, but you can use snipe method. If it snipes, good. Okay, you can use that snipe as an entry, but what I would want is market to break above. Okay, probably retest this area for a confirmation to drive to this area. That will not give me a new risk. And that would have a good result as well. Yeah. So that is clearance. It has clearance 1-to-1. So that is going to be my approach, a continuation. So market broke this. Trust me, if market breaks this, it's going to come test this. So either way, I'm going to have a retest of GU, okay, when market comes back here. Okay, because there is a fair value gap the market left. Quite a stupid one anyway. But I won't justify. So this is a structure. If market comes back here, I'm going to be buying this trade again. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at. So you see that market comes to buy here, or if it breaks above, it will continue. Okay. So if it breaks above, it will continue, or it's going to come back down. And sometimes challengingly, it may. So these are the two things that I'm looking out for on GU. And it's probably the only thing that I think is in the market right now. Gold may hit 5,000 today. It was almost there, man. This guy was crazy. Gold may hit 5,000, then we start making psychological drops. Okay, so it may want to relay back into this area for a jump back up, or this area jump back up, but gold may definitely buy. But it has to come back down before I can think of a buy, because why I will not consider buying to this area, because I'd always have to buy to a range that it has done before. Okay. And if it breaks below this area, I'm going to start selling gold, because that will be change of character. Okay. So there is no sell that is closed. If it hits here, I'm going to think of a buy. All right. Let's see. Another area that may be significant in gold. I think that area is good. 61.8. I like it. If market hits here, I'm going to think about buying gold. Okay, and taking it back up. So that is going to be my projection. I'll set an alarm around 4840. Okay, if market retests that area, it's going to be good. Now, the truth is, market could actually go back around 50%, and that there is a fair value gap around 50%. Okay, this is 50%, is 61.8. So either way around this area, there is a trade. Okay, you have limited risk when you the lower one, you have a higher risk when you take the higher one. If you buy from here, maybe any rejection from here, okay, this is going to, you can use this risk, okay, and you can target this reward. So this is, but if you use this risk and you find a retest and a rejection on the 1 hour, you have this risk. That's a 1 to almost 4. Does that make sense? So your choice. I love to be patient on gold. Gold is likely bullish on Friday, okay? So it would want to find any of these areas, okay? So yeah, I'll position myself gold around 4,840 or 4,860. So we have areas you can lump in, you can jog in on gold. Okay, this area might be rejective. This was a previous floor here and the previous ceiling. So that's quite an area the market could touch up, and that's around the 50%. And there's a so confirmation, there's a fair value gap, there is a 50% retracement. Okay, there is a yeah, if there is a rejection for continuation. So this is a previous ceiling. Okay, this is a previous ceiling, this is a previous ceiling. Market in an uptrend always tends to buy a previous ceiling. Okay, so that is price action. So there's price action, there is psychological area, Fibonacci, and there is fair value gap. So either way, this area is going to be significant. For here, this is just pure market structure, 61.8. Okay, retracement, psychological area, and previous high. That's price action. So trading is about decision, but every decision should be knowledge-based so that you can continually document. Okay, and there's one thing I always say, you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, let me send it in a group. There's something I always say, many of you, if you take this trade and you win, okay, and you cannot document why you won, you did not learn. So it means you need to put emphasis on your documentation. So how do you document? Many of documentation is not just by writing a trade down. Anything that has to do with price action, like this trade. So anytime you see me shift my chart to here, this is what? This is snipe. My intraday trade sniper concept. I have an account for currency, I have an account for gold, and I have an account for indices. So I tell a different story. I don't take all of them because why? At the end of the day, my goal is to find a sustainable strategy concept in my system that pays a certain way, all right, that can deliver a 10% structure monthly, and I can automate it. I know that this is how it came. But guess what? If you're just taking, so you took gold and you took S&P 500, gold may win, S&P 500 may lose. Guess what? What's your result? Your result is just a result. It's not a document. You cannot say your snipe. You cannot say the snipe is a lesson. But if you take gold on a gold account and you take S&P 500, S&P 500 account, guess what? If you take it over a period of 20 times or 100 times, you're going to see a result. Taking it a certain way or certain instruction, same as gold. So over time, you can say, oh, I want gold 60%. I want S&P 500 60%. Do you know that if you took those trades in the same account, the account will not grow? Because some will be winning, losing, winning, losing. So the account won't grow because you didn't document right. You're piling up trades. But if you document separately, you will now know that, oh, S&P 500 has this winning structure. Why gold has this winning structure? So you know how to deal with them if both of them are above 65%. Okay. It's documentation is just everything in trading, but many people don't trade to document. They just trade to experience when I'm growing account. You are just a gambler, period. Okay. If you do not change how you trade, your result of changing your trade. Okay. It won't change. Sorry. So that is part of the things that I'm showing. I'm letting you guys know. For every trade, the whole idea is to document it. It's not to get a result. Oh, I made $20 today. Okay, everybody's doing that, but everybody's also complaining that they're not growing account, they're not passing evaluation. Well, how are you going to be different? You need to know how you're winning. Take the next 6 months. That's why I tell you, the goal is to have your skill documented to be able to give you 10%. If you do not intentionally know how you are going to win with this strategy by starting your documentation process now, you are just going to be coming here taking trades and just you're going to be trading on hope that one day you're just going to be so successful in trading. And guess what? God help you. All right. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about my time for today. Any question? So HFX reboot is going to be either 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. What time is flexible? For those of you on this session right now, or for those of you who are HFX enthusiasts, I want a good time because it's not market. We don't have to be live, but even 9 o'clock, we're going to be live. Like the market is going to be live for some. I'm not teaching today. I'm just practically setting the structure, introduction to HFX setup, broker setup. So I need you guys to go communicate this instruction. Okay, I don't want to be the one to communicate. I may, but this is something everyone to do. Preparing for HFX reboot. Go open an email with Proton Mail. Every one of you. Proton Mail. Okay, I have a Proton Mail account. Go open an email. That is what you use because every one of you, you're going to be resetting. Okay. I don't know if some of you have an account before, some of you are going to be opening. So it's going to be a reset. So there is an arrangement that I'm doing. You're going to be opening. So with Proton Mail, open a new account, fresh account. All right. Don't prepare before me. Let me be the one to prepare you. Okay. So open a fresh account with either, for those of you that are outside of Nigeria, okay, one prime option. For those of you that are in US, for those of you that are outside of the US, one prime option. For those of you that are in US, so do that fast so that it's going to be easy for you even before the session. For at least for those of you that are here, open an account. All right, a new email. That is what you're going to be using. So if I drop the link for you to set up your broker, you just set it up, and we're going to take probably that 5 minutes to do that. Okay. A Proton Mail account. All right, good. If you have a Proton Mail account, you can use it for it's actually good to have your separate protected mail for your broker. Okay. Any question? New email for this purpose. Don't use your work email. Let this email be for only the purpose of this trading setup. Okay. Proton Mail. So I only sent gold. What did I say about S&P 500? What did I say S&P 500 was going to do? S&P 500. The S&P 500. S&P 500 has already sniped its adhesion right now. If you decide to snipe, well, the potential for the snipe today is not really too much. Okay, I think the potential for I think that it has created a risk factor of one. You'd have 1-to-1 for the sell, but you might not have 1-to-1 for the for this. You have 1-to-1 for the buy, but you not have 1-to-1 for the sell because why? The sell is here. If the market Well, if you had sold it, you definitely have had one-to-one, but except those that have sold S&P 500. Yeah, there was a good one-to-one factor, all right, on S&P 500. Okay, if you sold it, but right about now, because it's going to break Asian first, before I would love to. Before I'd love to get in, so I wouldn't even want to take this trade today, Friday, because I would have, imagine if I take the trade here, breaking the Asian, because that was structure. So anytime I see snipe and it's close to structure, I want the structure to break. So this will not be healthy for me today. So I'll leave that. Except I'm looking at something as an S&P 500. So let me look at S&P 500 at the moment at a 4 hour. What are you doing? Okay, yeah, there is a possibility that this market is going to sell. Okay, there is a possibility. This is clean. This is good. This is good. This is good. So this is not the. So guys, if this market breaks this area, then we have a sell structure. Okay, so we're going to have a sell structure. I think I'm going to peel this guy down if he does. Okay. When it breaks, it retests, okay, and closes a sell candle, I am going to look out for a sell. And that has a one, yeah, over a one-to-one starting here. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to be too ambitious, but I think this is something I may pursue today. Okay, so I'm going to drop an alarm here, S&P 500. That's going to be my lookout. So this is not just snipe, this is price action. It has to break, retest, confirm a sell. Beautiful. Okay, that is going to be me. But, all right, so I know I don't play gold and S&P 500. They are my body. You see, please share GU screenshot. GU is a continuation. I didn't really analyze GU. I just talked on it. Wow, it already okay. Did I said if it breaks, GU, kilo day, you're angry. So I said if GU breaks and retests, man, you guys, but I would want that to happen in 1 hour anyway. If it does that, it's going to be good. That's when I'm going to take that. If it breaks, you want to take the break on the 15 minutes, you can shoot yourself. Okay. And I think it's going to go. Trust me. GU is evidently bullish right now. I already said it. So this is the previous day. The reason I'm not buying the snipe is because it's already hitting the previous day, and trust me, it could repel that previous day from here. So that's why I'll use price action. If this market can sustain this hold on a 1 hour and close retest here, then I could continue. That's a continuation pattern, which is a break of a previous structure on a bullish trend, a retest of it, and a new closing of a buy candle. Voila. That's how I'm going to buy G. I'm not going to be in a hurry, okay? Don't be in a hurry. I said I'm going to do every of that in the launch. Okay, that's a process. It's going to be part of the process. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a beautiful day. Now we have a free launch, HFX Reboot. There are families of yours, there are friends of yours, there are people that would want an opportunity that you have right now, the value you're getting. There are a lot of people you can give it to. So I'm just going to be looking forward to you guys spreading the word. You are. All right. You want to say something? I have a closing remark, but you need to say something before I remark my closing.
Good morning, Mr. Kendry. Yes, I did ask a question in the comment section. I didn't just want you to oversee that. Thank you.
Okay. Will the new Proton mail be used to register the new broker, please? Yeah. That's the mail for the new broker. The reason I said that is some of you in time or in the past, you probably would have opened one of these accounts. Okay, now there is a new brand. There's a new branding that I am bringing. So I don't want excuses. I have an account before. So I want every account to be associated with this new movement. Okay, so, and the only way to this, so leave that old account with that old energy. All right, start a new. So, and you can do that if you do not, you can't open two accounts in a broker, right, without a different email. So just start a new journey. It's 2026, reset. Okay. Now I'm not saying go. So I'm going to send a link. The moment I share the link, some of you already have the link anyway. The moment I share the link, but what I'm saying is open a new mail through the link. All right. Now, one of the many things, I don't have to say those things live here, or I have to say, but I have a reason of doing things the way I do things. Okay. There's, apart from becoming customers in a brokerage system, there is communication. Because of, there are certain people in the time past that have had issues they don't understand, and they bring to me. And because they are in a certain how would I call it? A relationship, I'm able to reach out to the people that I know, and they attended to them with speed. But I can only do that when I know you are under, okay? Because I could, what's your ID? What's your email? Bring it and I share. They are under me, so I have that right to complain for them, and they'll listen to me before they listen to you. It helps you. Many people have had challenges, okay? Customer, you would have customer assistance better. That's what one of the things I'm intentionally trying to build right now, because I have people scattered, and when they're having issues, maybe delay, maybe what's up, anything, could just, okay. So that's one of the reasons. All right. It's a all new Gmail. Proton mail, Proton mail, Proton mail. I never mentioned Gmail. Okay. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, show up, help someone, be excited, communicate. Don't sleep on this opportunity. It's big, but how it's going to come is totally dependent on the energy you're bringing every day. There's a friend that has to know the next minute, the next minute, the next minute. You're sharing this. You know, I actually shared the post in the group that you guys should share. And I went on my shared list because I will see when you follow my instruction. Okay. And I saw that about only 2 or 3 people shared. It is practical. I see. When you share, I see. Okay, you guys don't share. Or maybe when I say share, there's a way to share. Okay. You click on the share button and you post it on your status. You can share to your status on WhatsApp. You can share to it. When you do that, I see it. That alone tells me listening. Imagine if everyone is sharing, just sharing. It's going to reach more people. The algorithm of it's going to create more engagement. When it creates more engagement, it have more reach. I'm not getting paid because of engagement. I just want it to reach more people. So when I tell you to share, it's not really just sharing so that your people can see it. It's it's an engagement when you share. So it gets to reach more people. Okay, say share the link again. It's the post of my HFX on my Instagram. All right. If you go, the one on HFX, there are 2 of them. The one I did the video, HFX reboot, and the one I put the flyer. Okay, just share. Today is the day. Just share. Share to your status, share to your WhatsApp. Comment, today is the day. Just create that activity. Tell people in the group, today is the day. Let's all go share this, post. All right. I'm gonna post the time right now. It's gonna be 9 p.m. Nigerian time. All right. And everybody get excited. Just get excited. You guys can just create excitement in the group. I'm excited about this. This is my expectation that and guess what's gonna happen? Even I found out that WhatsApp, even Telegram is doing what Instagram is doing right now. Do you know that many people don't even receive notification? That's why the fact that they set notification on Instagram. Every one of you put notification on Instagram, and the more you engage, the more notification comes. Okay, you see that there are a lot of people in that group, but not a lot of people you see online. Okay, you see show up. But when you do engagement, it's gonna get them to see, oh, I have a group. What am I doing? Activity. There's an energy in activity. You sell that energy. All right, sell that energy. God bless each and every one of you. I'm gonna see you by evening. Have a beautiful day of reflection, but not just reflect. Take actions, make decisions, and follow. Believe in yourself that you're not just gonna hear, but you're gonna be someone who's applying. We can make that shift together. Okay, it's possible. If you accept my help, I would always want to help. Okay, but you just have to accept and do. Okay, just do. Keep doing. Keep making progress. 2026 will not be the year you get result. You build the person who can actually retain the result you can ever get. Okay, you say any more assignments to practice? No, that's gonna be internal. All right.